Here, and today we're going to be talking about our options that we had last week, how they all did, what I'm initiating this week due to it being Monday. Not a lot of love on the last one, but I think this is just kind of an interesting thing that I'd like to do, and I'd like to keep a track record and show you guys how I do with all my options. I'll be transparent. If I get blasted, I'll let you know. So if you enjoy this content, think about liking and subscribing, and let's see how we did last week. So last week, the only ones, and I apologize for the dungeon here in the middle of moving, so going to be dungeon bound for a minute. So last week, we had a 1023 TNA, which again, remember, is a leveraged small cap, a 3 times leveraged small cap ETF. So if this one goes down, you could get blasted on it real fast. But anyway, we had a 1023 TNA, 38.50 put sell. So I was selling a $38.50 put, saying, hey, I'll buy 100 shares at $38.50 per share. If it goes below that, then that's how you make money. That's how the other person buying my contract would make money. For that option, somebody paid me $112. So this one expired worthless. It was out of the money. I believe it ended in the $39 range on Friday. So it was out of the money. So I got to keep that $112. No, this is not skill, I would say. This is just lucky. So, you know, if it's out of the money, which this has happened 2 times in a row for me for TNA, and they give out some pretty good premium. So I was stoked to see it. But as we go into what we've done this week, you're going to see that I'm probably going to get burned a little bit more here. I'm going to show you screenshots of all these so you know I'm not BSing you too. So this week, what did we initiate? Last week we did good. We got that. It was out of the money. It was great. I didn't go too far below out of the money, so I got a decent premium this week. So expirations on 10/30. What did I initiate? So a NEO, $24 put, and I got $16 worth of premium. So why did I go ahead and do that? So I only ever do this on stocks that I am happy to own. I'm okay with owning. It's got decent volume. It does well. So NEO stock is one of my favorite positions. It's one of my favorite stocks that I follow regularly. And this one in general, I just love. So I actually had a cash covered call. So I did a covered call, and I had 200 shares of this stock. Now I only have 100, and I'd like to get back up to that 200. And I set it for $24, my cash covered call. So this blew up to like whatever it's at now, $27. So I got burned on that one, actually. I had to sell all my shares for $24, even though I initiated this call when it was at like 21. So I only got such a small amount of premium. And this is how you get burned on this. And granted, this is just unrealized profits. Not like I lost money on this or anything like that. I still made a decent amount of money when I was forced to sell it. So it wasn't the end of the world, but I got my shares taken away. And this cash covered call was at $24. So for me, I'd like to get back into that $24 if at all possible. Love this company, love what's going on with it. I would not be bothered at all by owning this company. So $24 is where I set my put at, because I feel like, oh, that's where I had to sell my shares. If I just bought right back in, I just basically got to pocket both those premiums, you know, done deal. So I got $16 worth of premium for this put that I initiated. So $16, and it expires this Friday. So that's fine. I also did another TNA put, and I got somewhat lucky on this one because after hours and also just with open, I got up around 9 o'clock, had my coffee, checked things over before I did all of my options. This one was getting blasted, so it's a good thing I didn't wake up right at market open and initiate a position, because that's something I would have done. And it's continually going down right now. So I'm recording this about midday within the trading day. I got $114 of premium, and when you see the screenshot, I haven't taken it yet. I'm actually down a decent amount on this one because TNA is still tanking. The whole market's tanking today. It's Monday today, and it's still tanking. So that is what we've initiated. So on 10/30, we're going to see that. And I'm just going to do this every Monday because I think it's interesting, so you guys see how I'm doing on this, if I'm losing, if I'm winning, and I'll be transparent about that, show screenshots and all that. So let's see where we're at with all of our premiums now. So here we have the running total from last week. I'm just keeping all my trades up to date for you guys. And I went ahead and circled this one because this one was out the money and that one was done. So 1023 TNA put, the 28.50 that I had initiated, $112, that was out of the money. So we're golden. We got to keep that money. No repercussions from that. That one is done. Took that same premium, or the amount that I put into there. I opened this week a TNA put for $36, where I got $114. And then I did a 1030 NEO put where I got $16. I don't know if I put 14 there, but it was 16, and I'll show you screenshots here too. And then we have last week that we covered, we have our Navi $10 put, which I got $61 of premium on. Now this one is not closing till 11/20. And I did this because this will be before their dividend date, so if I get assigned shares, I could get dividends on that. And then I did a Navi call for $12.50 on 115, and I did that because I want to hold my shares until I get paid the dividend. So these ones are just ongoing, and I have a few more contracts going right now, but I just wanted to show you guys the ones from last week where I started actually documenting them, so I'm not really going to document my other contracts that I have going on right now. So then grand total, we have the 112, and I went and boxed out what's done. So we have the 112 that I got free and clear on TNA, and again, this one's very, very volatile, so if you didn't want to hold this one for a while and get, be a bag holder of it, then maybe don't get it. So I got 112, and that was good. That was out the money, so we're happy there. I got this 114, which I'm actually getting burned on right now because the market's kind of going down decently, and I'll show you on the screenshot. You're going to see a minus there for a little bit, but not going to be a big deal. 16 for the Neo, I got 61 for the Navient, and I got 15 for that. So I got $318 worth of premium out of all of those. What did I in particular do with these shares? I like Apple, so I went ahead and bought 3 times Apple shares. I bought 3 Apple shares with it. And with the premium, I just like buying Apple because I think it's a good company. I also like buying the SPY because that's kind of the boring, safe thing to do with your money. I'm not going to like YOLO that money on like far out of the money, blah, blah, blahs, because that's just not who I am, not what I do. So bought 3 Apple shares, which they haven't done super well, but that's just a position I keep adding and adding to. Eventually, I'd love to get to 100 Apple shares and be able to start leveraging those Apple shares to be able to get cash covered calls and get premium for them. So that's what I got for you today. I'll show you on Monday how we did with all of this stuff next Monday. And if you enjoy the content and want to follow how I do on all my options, please think about subscribing, and hopefully we all make